Hello, everybody. It's Michael Finkley with The Michael Finkley Show.
And I'm Nicole with Conversations with Nicole. You can join me Wednesdays at 9 a.m. on all of my streaming platforms.
Well, Nikki, don't forget about The Michael Finkley Show, Mondays, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the CTR Media Network.
Join us.
Are you looking for a show full of joy, comfort, and laughter? Well, watch The Michael Finkley Show, Mondays, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the CTR Media Network, YouTube, and all podcast platforms.
Hi there, I am Lolita Molina. I am an actress, author, advocate, if you will, and you're watching The Michael Finkley Show.
There's a new familiar face this time. Say hello to the new daytime. See it everywhere you go, doing the greatest show. It's no other than the Michael Finkley Show. There is no other. He's like no other. I'm so glad that someone resonates with me. Come celebrate with me. Let's turn it to
Everybody, welcome back to the Michael Finkley Show. Now, y'all, my next guest, I definitely love the cause of what my next guest is doing because, as you know, Fink Fam, HBCUs, I'm a strong advocate for HBCUs because, of course, I went to one, Allen University, Columbia, South Carolina. He is the founder, CEO of HBCU All-Star LLC. He is none other than Travis L. Williams. How are you?
Man, I'm doing good, man. Thank you for having me on your outstanding show.
You're so welcome. You're so welcome. And before Fink Fam, I had to say, you know, we got into it a little bit. You saw what was behind me, the light of Alpha. It all goes into my show. And
Okay.
of course, Cap on the other end. You know, we still love you. All great love.
It's all love. It's all love. We're gonna have
All
our
great
Divine Nine representing during this
Yes, sir.
historic HBCU All-Star Game. So it's all love, my man.
Yes, sir. Definitely. And definitely going to talk about this amazing All-Star game. But I must go back, right? Must you be an advocate for the sports within HBCU? Why that realm?
Well, Mike, you know, it's important. We partner with CBS Sports, you know. As you know, CBS Sports control the Final Four, March Madness, and so they've been in partnership with CBS. CBS Sports has been in partnership with the NCAA for the past 40 plus years. And so you think about the magnitude of this HBCU All-Star Game. In April 2022, we hosted the first ever HBCU All-Star Game at the University of New Orleans Lakefront Arena. And this is such a God-driven vision. And we got an opportunity to do it during college basketball biggest weekend with the four blue bloods in college basketball: Duke, Villanova, North Carolina, and Kansas. And so to have a HBCU All-Star Game of our magnitude and partnership with CBS Sports has just been amazing. And then April 2023 in Houston at Texas Southern University, first ever HBCU All-Star Game on an HBCU campus during Final Four weekend. And so it's just been a tremendous blessing. We're getting ready to host the third annual and historic HBCU All-Star Game at Grand Canyon University on Sunday, April 7th, in the Valley of the Sun, where no HBCUs exist. And so this is truly a God-driven vision, a God-driven movement, and a celebration of Black excellence at the highest level.
Definitely. And you're doing such an amazing job with it. Third annual. Let's back up. You said God-driven, right? Why is this mission for you God-driven?
Because you got to think about it. I love coaching. But HBCU All-Stars was founded in October 2019 after God placed this vision in my spirit to change the direction of our historical Black college and university. God said, you're no longer going to coach again. And so HBCU All-Stars is a Black-owned sports marketing events and media company located here in Atlanta, Georgia. We believe in ear and or, exposure, access, recognition, opportunities, resources, and results for our proud and prestigious HBCUs like you attended Allen University. Our hardworking, talented, ambitious, and very deserving students and student athletes, and some of our most brilliant coaches. And so for me, I'm serving my purpose. I'm being obedient to God, and I'm walking in my faith. And so it's just a tremendous blessing to be able to do this for us and do it at the highest level. And so where we've been underrepresented in so many ways, but we have an opportunity through HBCU All-Stars on our platform to show the world that HBCUs matter. We're resilient, we're fighters, and we don't make excuses, and we're capable of doing anything and everything that we set our minds to, on and off the basketball court, in every field of human endeavor. And so, as you can see, it's just a powerful moment for our culture. And we get to do it where we haven't been, in a space during Final Four weekend, and having a national elite platform, and to represent all HBCUs in this manner: the MEAC, the SWAC, the CIAA, the SIAC, and our three independent teams, Tennessee State, Hampton, North Carolina A&T, that play in non-HBCU leagues. So it is such a beautiful and remarkable moment to celebrate us, Michael.
Exactly. And kudos again for celebrating the culture, right? Which we are standing upon today, because without our past, right, we wouldn't be where we are today. So we have something else in common. You're a first generation college student.
Yes.
And as am I. So being that, it just shows great volume among itself. So all that you do within bringing sports and education together, right? Why is this so important, again, for you as a first generation college student?
I just think, it started back from a praying grandmother to a praying mother. And so, just to tell my story so folks understand, where I come from, and I'll never forget where I come from and where we are now today. I lost my mother at the age of 12. She passed away of lupus at the age of 30 years old. Didn't have a father figure in my life. He had an opportunity to get us, but he didn't want that responsibility. So we lived with our aunts, cousins, juggle from family to family. So that kind of lets you know kind of my upbringing. So a single mother, didn't grow up without a mom, without a father, juggle from household to household, and had loving family members that support us and tried to do the best they could. We were very poor, so I grew up food stamps, welfare, everything you can imagine, in low income housing, but I did not use it as a reason or excuse not to be successful. And so for something, it was that conviction as an early age, and knowing that everything that I achieved, I dedicated to my mother. And so that was like sort of my driving force. And no one in our family ever attended college. So if you have no one ever attended college, as you know, Michael, you're never exposed to it. And so I was never exposed to it at such an early age. And then as I was growing up and getting older, basketball was my refuge. And so in order for me, basketball and being at the park and playing basketball kept me out of the streets. It kept me out of trouble. So I was able to use basketball to provide and better myself. And then as I grew older and got in high school, I met these significant figures in my life. I met my high school basketball coach, Tommy Blackshear, and my other coach, Eric Willis. These two gentlemen poured into me and had me believing in myself. And I remember it like yesterday. My high school coach said, "What do you want to do with yourself?" I said, "Well, coach, me, I'm going to the military." Now, back in those days, we were always exposed to the military. Somebody went to the military. So I said, "I'm going to the military." He's like, "Military?" He said, "You ever thought about going to college?" I said, "Coach, I can't go to college. I'm not, I've never been exposed to it." He said, "What do you mean?" I said, "Coach, no one in my family attended college." He said, "Tell you what." So I remember he took me down to my counselor office, pulled up my college transcript, made sure I was on the college prep track. And of course, I became a pretty good basketball player, but it started during that moment that he believed in me. And I ended up signing a full basketball scholarship to Georgia State University, and everything else in between, and having a 17 successful year of coaching basketball and been all over the different places. 8 of my 17 years of coaching were at 2 prestigious HBCUs, Tennessee State, Fort Valley State University. So life comes full circle. So after 17 years, God placed this vision in my spirit and say, "You getting ready to do something to change the landscape of our entire HBCU community in this space."
Wow. Wow. You had to go through that test to get to that testimony. And definitely as a first generation college student, back to back to you, I must say kudos to you, my friend. Again, exposing our youth to what we see today. Now, we mentioned your partnership, right, with CBS Sports in that arena. How did this partnership come about? Where did it begin?
I think it began, just with the partnership and everybody seeing the magnitude of it, and just relationships, connections. And so when we signed this partnership, It was during kind of a COVID-stricken, seasons, and we signed it in April 2021. And so, of course, we had too many restrictions in Indianapolis that year. And so for us, we wanted to be able to really highlight Black excellence at the highest level. So we focused our attention and energies where we really put a year planning for April 2022 in New Orleans. And to have that historic All-Star game when all the four Blue Bloods was in, and to have the Southern University band, the dance, and the cheerleaders to be a part of that. Then life comes full circle. Then you have Texas Southern Prairie View, all these bands and everything be a part of that. So I said it started with just the relationship and CBS Sports and our colleagues understanding the magnitude of this moment, that it was a great opportunity to really highlight the significance and long legacy of our HBCU community that had been long overshadowed. And so this is a tremendous partnership. Not only with that, a lot with our corporate partners. As you see the corporate partners that are in our space. And I want to send a big thank you from our 2022, all those individuals that made history with us in New Orleans, to all those individuals that made history again with us in Houston and Texas Southern University athletic leadership. And now a big shout out to Grand Canyon University that have opened their arms in the university. As you know, that's a Christian-based university. And so now we get an opportunity to really carry God's vision and mission. So a big thank you to President Brian Mueller, AD Jamie Boggs, and then, of course, the godfather of basketball, Jerry Colangelo, who's a big-time fixture there, Mr. USA Basketball, Phoenix Sun there in the Phoenix community. So the great city of Phoenix is looking forward to this. I just got a few text messages today saying, hey, it is like wildfire. Folks are excited about this game.
I'm Chief Meteorologist Ed Piotrowski with ABC 15, and you're watching The Michael Finkley Show.
Hello everybody, it's Finkley from the Finkley Experience. We're an educational consulting firm that specializes in first-generation education. So we assist students with their college and career endeavors. We train school administrators on the state of first-generation students. And also, we partner with colleges and universities to assist their first-generation population for easy transition from high school to college. So if you're looking for a presenter or a speaker that presents on these topics and so much more, visit our website at thefinkleyexperience.com and learn about all that we do. We're looking forward to working with you.
Hi guys, welcome to Awaken. We wanted to serve the city of Mullins. We are church owned, and we felt like a coffee shop was such a huge need in the city of Mullins. There's nowhere for people to just come, get a cup of coffee, sit with friends, maybe do some work on the laptop. And so we feel like it was a service that we could give back to the city. Well, our hope is that people will feel calm, that they'll feel welcome, that it'll be a place where they can come and just clear their mind.
We come here twice a day. That's how good their smoothies, their coffee, their lattes, frappes, delicious. I would love the atmosphere here. If I had time to come and just sit and relax, I would. It's awesome.
One thing that I really love about it being here is just the cozy environment. It's so inviting. I can come in here and I can get my schoolwork done, a good coffee and a good meal. But I'm just really thankful that they're here and that I have a good place to go.
We're open Tuesday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. and Saturday from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. Awaken Coffee Bar, downtown Mullins.
About it, right? Because it's right around the corner, like you said. Let's talk about this third annual, right, HBCU All-Star Game. What can we expect? Because it's not only just a game, right? We're going to have other things there, correct?
Oh yeah, the game is what draws, Michael. We get ready to release the top 24 exclusive HBCU All-Stars live on Monday on CBS Sports in a few days after the NCAA select their top 68 teams on Selection Sunday. Then immediately after it, we announce our top 24 HBCU All-Stars, which is going to be legendary. So we currently have 65 of the nation's top players now, Michael. We have the MEAC and the SWAC tournament that are beginning tomorrow. So, and also we just finished the SIAC Conference Tournament Championships, as well as the CIAA tournament championships a week before. And so now we get ready to close it out with our 2 NCAA Division I MEAC and SWAC teams. And so the game is what draws. The game is what's important, because when you look at the landscape, there are 450 NBA players. 450. Let me repeat that. There's only one current active HBCU player on the roster. There are 29 G League teams. We have 2 active HBCU alums from the 2022 game. Javante Cook, Winston-Salem State, played with the Iowa Wolves. We have Jordan Carr-Nicholas with the South Bay Lakers team from Texas Southern University with 2023 alum. And so there's still a long way for us to go when you look at the magnitude of how many players that are playing professionally here in the United States in our G League and our NBA League. And so, of course, our goal is to help goals, dreams, and aspirations come true. And that current active HBCU player is Robert Covington, who played for me at Tennessee State. He's with the Philadelphia 76ers on their roster this year. And so this game sends a loud and clear message what it means to our culture. It will be the hottest ticket in town. So let me put it in perspective. The Final 4 games are Saturday. Our HBCU All-Star Game is Sunday. And then you have the Men's National Championship game Monday. So Sunday, April 7th, prime time, 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 4 p.m. Eastern Time. You will have this historic game on Grand Canyon University campus, Global Credit Union, a celebration of the best in Black college basketball. We will have the band, the cheerleaders, the dance team, the Divine Nine stroll-offs. This will be the hottest ticket in town to get to. And so for all those individuals watching your premiere show, they need to know you need to be there. If you can't be there in Phoenix, you need to be tuned in and watching on CBS television network. So, Mike, I want you to raise your hand. You watched that Usher concert? You watched Usher during the Super Bowl? I know you did. Just like those 123 million other fans watch. Our game is on that same channel because CBS Sports produced, the Super Bowl, and they're our partners too. So for all you that are watching this, if you can't be at the game, make sure you tune in, make sure you create a watch party, because you get an opportunity to watch us at the highest level during college basketball weekend. The game is significant. But as you mentioned, the things that are surrounding the game, Mike, think about it. Well, our HBCU's All-Stars will arrive there on Wednesday, April 3rd, and they won't depart until Monday, April the 8th. Why we bring them there during that whole entire time? Because we wanted to be an experience, a lifetime experience, like once-in-a-lifetime experience. They'll look back on and say, hey, they were a part of history. They'll tell their kids, and it'll be a part of their fabric and our culture of making history together. And so we have an award ceremony where we think it's very important to talk about their achievement being selected the top 24 players and why they're here. We will recognize 7 of the most esteemed Phoenix community leaders there through our award ceremony. We'll have some of the same access to our 4 participating Final 4 teams. We'll have a HBCU All-Stars mixer meet and greet at our host hotel, where we're inviting all of the city of Phoenix to come out and meet our All-Stars and meet and greet our outstanding staff that we have in place and all the leaders, folks that are part of this movement. We have community outreach engagement. We're having what we call a HBCU All-Stars Fun Day on Friday when the students been in school all day. So now come celebrate with us on a fun day. Food trucks, vendors, bounce houses, games, interaction, a legacy court dedication where we'll go in there and renovate a court at Grant Park, downtown Phoenix. So it's just a truly remarkable opportunity. We'll have our social justice and civil rights organizations a part of the movement. HBCU All-Stars is a part of the movement. We'll make sure our voices are heard. We know there's a very important election year this year. So we want to make sure our All-Stars use their voices in their platform. We want to bring all our leaders out, and it's inclusive of everybody. We want you to be a part of this. And so that fun day would be an opportunity for everyone to see that we want to come together and have fun and enjoy each other. That Saturday, we have an opportunity to do what we call, this Saturday morning is like our unveiling of our court. We won't get an opportunity to see our actual HBCU All-Stars court until that Saturday because there are a few other events at Grand Canyon University. So Saturday morning, we get our opportunity to get our eyes on the HBCU All-Stars court. And that's sort of like a moment in itself because before we touch the court, you know what happens after that, Mike? We bring some of our most esteemed pastors to Grand Canyon University and pray for us in a prayer service circle. That is important to keep us covered because we understand the fight that we're fighting. We understand the magnitude of this platform for us, and we do not take it for granted. So we invite some of our most esteemed pastors there to come cover us. And that's important before we bounce one basketball that Saturday, which is the biggest day before our game on Sunday. And so that's important, and we'll practice. We'll leave there, and we go to our social justice and civil rights luncheon. And then we have a panel discussion with some of our top leaders and being a part of that. And then we take the guys to the Final Four games. We think it's important to take them to the game with our NCAA and CBS sports partners. They have given us the opportunity to have a suite there during the game. Well, we take them and let them experience this. And in the past few years, we've had some amazing individuals stop by our suite. Magic Johnson, Jamie Foxx, Dwayne Wade, even Christian Laettner. I mean, we have a lot. They say, oh, what? The HBCU All-Stars are here attending the game? That's important. They come by and seek out us and spend some time with our All-Stars because that's important. We're just not there. We're a significant reason of being there. So we take them to the Final Four games and let them experience that. And then, of course, we're going to actually take them to the Phoenix Suns game that Friday after our fun day and let them have some fun. And then, of course, you know, that Sunday, Mike. And I'm just sharing the vision. That Sunday, it is such a profound moment that we'll be hosting the 3rd annual HBCU All-Star Game on CBS television network. And we have an hour of college game day and pregame leading into it. And so I'm talking about the game, but there's a college admissions fair that'll be going on that Friday at Phoenix College, where we want to expose our young high school students to the great work our HBCUs do. We've invited all 100 plus of our HBCUs from across the country to participate. That is important. We've touched over 2,500 to 3,000 students between the 22 HBCU All-Star Game and the 2023 HBCU All-Star Game. And we get ready to do it in Phoenix. You know, that is important. Our internship program, Mike, I don't know how you started, but when I was growing up, I did an internship program. You know, I did an internship with the NFL Players Association. And blessings to Gene Upshaw, who was the executive director during that time, working with the NFL Players Association in the research department. So I learned in life, you're going to make some personal, professional, and financial sacrifices to get what you want. I still use that internship today, even though I own my own company, but it's such a valuable moment and teachable moment. Last night, we had over 100 plus interns on our first Zoom meeting from all over the country that wants to be a part of this HBCU All-Star Game movement. Why is that important? Our young folks see the value of coming, learning real world behind the scenes through sports, marketing, events, and media. Sports has a way of bringing everybody together and connecting the dots. And so it was amazing to see all those beautiful and handsome faces want to be a part of this God-driven vision. So we have an opportunity. They can get involved in basketball and game management. They can shadow our corporate sponsors through activations. They can do social media. I mean, film, cinematography. I mean, it's everything you can imagine that these interns will be involved with. And when it's all said and done, as you and I know, it's about relationships. It's an opportunity for them to meet their colleagues, but it's also an opportunity, as I was telling them last night, you have a lifelong relationship with me. You can always put this on your resume, and it speaks in volumes, and I can always pick up the phone and call on your behalf or write a letter. And to take it one step even further, you know, it's important for us. What's our give back? When we come to the community, how do we support our local Black and brown businesses? We know we're going to deal with the corporates and all these others through our relationship with CBS and the NCAA and all of that nature. But how do we make sure everybody wins in this, from our local community sports. We partner with Archwood, which created by Black Phoenix. We are inviting all local Black-owned businesses and entrepreneurs to be a part of this movement. So we call it the Great Pre-Game Game Day Set Up in the Quad Area. Our doors are open at 11 o'clock, 2 hours before the game. So they can come there early and really be a part of. We're going to probably have so many vendors and businesses there to bring them in this space. You know, what they used to having this great platform through God's eyes and not share it and have our folks a part of it. And so we would have this big Black and brown business venue as a part leading into our game. What an amazing moment. And so these are some of the things where we can really amplify what we do through our scholarship initiatives. And as I mentioned, Mike, as you know, you didn't hear me mention that we charge for any of our events. We don't charge a dime for any of our events because as a part of what we do is a give back. We've even set aside 2,500 tickets free for youth and nonprofit groups there in Phoenix. And so that's important for us to show everyone what this is about, you know, is our give back. This is not a quick money grab or anything. This is truly a God-driven vision for our culture, celebrating us at the highest level. And then we have an unbelievable opportunity.
Wow. That's, oh my gosh, that's very impressive, right? Just the aspect of giving back, the aspect of exposure, the aspect of following your passion to assist, paying it forward to others. This is what you're doing. This is what you're doing. And this is what it's all about with your vision and with your own personal definition of success. Do you feel that you have found success in your venture when it comes down to HBCU All Stars LLC?
Yeah, I think, Alex, I've been on both sides. So I just think I'm serving my purpose when it's all said and done. You know, it's not, in all of this, you'll never hear me say it is about me. It's how do we make a difference in the world? You know, I'm a man of faith, family, and I live a life of service. I have an amazing wife, and I would not be in this position if I did not go to my wife and share the vision that God has placed in me. So as my wife and as our family, we made some personal, professional, and financial sacrifices. And so she had to hold it down. I said, hey, this is the only thing I'm going to do. God has placed this vision in the spirit as much as I love coaching. And so during that time, as you mentioned, we were laying the foundation, you know, building the foundation, you know, planning out the vision. And so my wife, who's a co-founder, chief financial officer of HBCU All-Stars, have been instrumental, just like all of our outstanding women. So if you get an opportunity to meet our team, we have some of the most dynamic women that is a part of the HBCU All-Stars movement. But like I said, my wife is amazing. She's a Bennett Bell. And so her support and our family support has been able to really just move this forward. And so we all in it together as a family and doing it for the right reason. This is not a quick money grab or anything like that. And the reality of this, I've been in the trenches as a former HBCU coach. I know what our coaches go through. I've had to sweep the floors. I've had to wash the uniform. I've had to have less. I had to face some adversities. I had to make sacrifices in my coaching career to help make sure our other athletic sports team throughout my coaching career stayed afloat. So we all make some personal, professional sacrifices in our career, but I truly am serving my purpose. And that was a great question that you asked. I'm living my purpose. And so when you're doing it to help others, as you know, in this space, that's when you get your blessings. So it's just been a tremendous journey because we have an entire team that's really making this a great opportunity for our culture.
Please continue because you're so needed. And again, I have to ask this question, Travis, are you proud of yourself?
Well, I mean, I'm just thankful. I mean, I just say, you know, humbly speaking, you know, is anytime you get an opportunity to do it for a culture and do it for us. And then, you know, I'm telling you, Mike, what's so beautiful about this, I tell our HBCU All-Stars, and I said, you bless me more than I ever bless you. And the things that we'll do for these HBCU All-Stars and our staff and our interns and everybody be involved, it's unbelievable. Think about it. From the time frame they get there, the high level, we do things. We're going to do it at a high level. When we pick our guys up, Mike, we'll pick them up in a customized HBCU All-Stars bus, just like those 4 participating Final Four teams. When they ride around in their Final Four buses, we're going to ride around our HBCU All-Stars buses. So when folks seeing us in Phoenix, they're going to see us. They're going to see us loud and clear. And like I said, we're going to take them to the NCAA Fan Fest, the NABC Reese's All-Star, all these different events, because we want to see us. We're partners in all of this. Whether or not folks believe it or not, we're partners in all this. That's how I feel in all spirits of spirits. But we want to make sure that we send a loud and clear message that our HBCUs matter. And we'll continue to move forward and continue to be the best, the very best that we can be and celebrate us at the highest level.
Love it. I love it. Again, please be the advocate that we need for our HBCUs within sports. Everything that you've done, please continue, because again, in 2024 and beyond, you're needed. Now, can you tell us one more time, how can we get there, right, to this amazing game? But if we can't, right, where can we watch one more time?
Well, I thank you for sharing that, Mike. And I want to say thank you for taking time at your schedule to make sure that this message is being heard loud and clear. Kudos to you to keep doing your powerful work, especially at HBCU grad. If anyone knows, you know what it's about. You've been through the trenches, you've been through the wars, you've been through the up and downs, you've been through the highs and lows, and you're able to share through your platform. And so for all you that are watching this great show, and taking time at your schedule to understand the significance of the HBCU All-Stars movement, the HBCU All-Star Game movement, please follow us on all social media platforms. IG, HBCU All-Star Game, HBCU All-Stars LLC, HBCU All-Star Game Experience. And you can follow me at Travis L. Williams 24. You can follow me on LinkedIn at Travis Williams. You can follow us on Twitter, formerly X. You can follow us on TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, all our social media platforms. And make sure you go to HBCUAllStarGame.com. And if you want to support it, you can't come to the game, we are truly excited to, if you purchase a ticket, we'll take that ticket in return and we will donate it to a nonprofit or youth group. In the past few years, we've given over 6 figures in scholarships for high school students interested in attending HBCUs and current HBCU students and in need of financial assistance. And so it's important for you, if you want to support, please make sure you tune in on Sunday, April 7th, CBS Television Network, 1 p.m. Pacific Time, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, to watch this historic event, a celebration of everything, the band, the cheerleaders, the Divine Nine, but more importantly, Black excellence at the highest level.
All righty, Fink Fam, you heard it here. Thank you so much again, Travis. We appreciate you so much. Again, continue the work that you do. Continue. Fink Fam, follow, support. Thank you again.
No problem, my brother. You take care, man. Appreciate you.
You're very welcome, Fink Fam.
Soy Antonio Vergara, un saludo desde la mitad del mundo y los invito a que vean mi entrevista y que sigan viendo los programas de Michael Fink.
Hello everyone, my name is Antonio Vergara and I'm here in Ecuador, and I invite you all to watch my interview with Michael Finkley and to keep watching his show. Thank you.
Looking for some of the best soul food right here in Mullen, South Carolina? I promise you, come on down to Garden Alley.
Our grape salad's fabulous, our water gate, our potato salad, our chicken is fresh, macaroni and cheese is salted to perfection. I haven't found anything that's not great. Best ever.
Banana pudding, cakes, pies. Yeah. Selection is huge. Garden Alley is an awesome place to eat. I really love it.
Come by and see the amazing staff at Garden Alley, downtown Mullins.
Hey, my name's Greg McBride. I'm a writer and movie producer, and you are watching The Michael Finkley Show.